first time in the tournament, Kapau Apango from the All Blacks. The French didn't move. Kick off next. Well, a real tribute there to the French from the All Blacks. They've waited until this stage to come up with their own haka, Kapau Apango. Here is the French lineup to be led by Thierry Dusautoir. 3 changes from the Ireland game and 3 survivors of the 2011 final. Tara, Dusautoir and Pape. Michalak and Dusautoir were here in 2007. 7 still going from the New Zealand team from the 2011 decider. Smith, Nonu, Reid, McCaw, Kano, Whitelock and Franks. McCaw and Carter were here in 2007. Along with Kevin Mialamu, who watched injured in the stands. He's on the subs bench tonight. Nicolas Mas, another who played the decider at Eden Park. Both sides will look for notable impact from the benches tonight. Now the response to this from the crowd. They know this could be special. And the French were unmoved. So, a dramatic prequel. What does the match hold in store? So much history between these sides. Nigel Owens is the referee for tonight's match. He'll be assisted by Jaco Peyper of South Africa, John Lacey of Ireland. The Springboks are through. Who will they play? Will it be New Zealand or France in the semi-final? We're about to find out. And it's Daniel Carter who kicks off. Ben Smith giving chase for New Zealand. And the ball has fallen for France, and Bernard Leroux taking it and setting it just inside the 10-metre mark. I'll look for the big French forwards to provide the impetus, but they've turned the ball over. So, first opportunity goes the way of New Zealand. Thumping tackle made on Kieran Reid, but there's the ball for Aaron Smith. Carter. France have a man down. It's Maestri, their big lock. That could be a real problem because they don't have specialist cover on the bench. Conrad Smith, 30 metres out from the line. Carter, promising start for the All Blacks. Nonu, little show of the ball and brushing off 2, 3 tackles. Nonu just couldn't hook up with anyone. Still there for New Zealand. McCaw now, the captain, takes over the running. And the All Blacks are just 12 metres from the goal line. Carter waits. Retallick now moving it on. Conrad Smith, Milner, Scudder, Kano. Coles ranging wide. Coming up with it, Conrad Smith. Now Whitelock. Dusautoir came at him. He slipped the tackle, did Whitelock. Ben Smith staying up on the line. The chant goes up for the All Blacks, and here's Nonu again. Already he's breaking tackles. Picked up and gone with by Ben Smith. 5 metres from the line. There for Aaron Smith. What a start this could be for the All Blacks. Savia now. Dusautoir trying to kill it. But there it is again for the All Black halfback. Pape trying to step through. Carter. A little kick through. And getting back is Dulin. It'll be a dropout from the 22, but what a start from the All Blacks. France did well to survive.
They did so well. It was Maestri, was in world of pain. He was the one that took it up first, and then he was out. He was out cold. Could not get to his feet. They were defending with 14 men. It was that man, Nonu. He was bouncing tackles. Michalak missing a couple. Just the intensity early on. France hanging on.
But hang on, they did. They have survived the first onslaught. Ball gets knocked back on the New Zealand side. Kano tidying. Already signs the All Blacks really want to try and work this French team around. Little show of the ball from Carter, almost through. Tackle made by Dumoulin. But here come the All Blacks again through Conrad Smith. Asking the early questions of this French defence. Whitelock takes it back towards the support. And now the switch to the right. Milner Scudder trying to step between two big defenders. Big chant going up from the New Zealand fans as Nonu takes it over again. Straightening is Retallick. Ben Smith again. Well, can France continue to hold out? Milner Scudder getting too close to the touchline though. And again, the French defence hold, but already signs of some very wary French players out there.
Well, New Zealand are attacking with great width. The distribution from the playmakers exemplary and getting into the wide channels. And it's making it very tiring already. 3 minutes gone and a potential substitution.
Well, Maestri doesn't look good. French ball. Dirado with the throw. And getting up is Retallick. He's knocked it down on the New Zealand side. All Blacks getting all the ball in the early stages. Pickamole having to make the tackle. Strong hit up by Kano. Now Reid. Closed down again, the All Blacks inside the 22. They've turned it over. And France, what are they going to do? Well, they move it wide, awkward. And Dane Coles is there to make the tackle on Brice Dulin, the winger.
Not many world hookers that can do that.
No pillars, one, come back,
well, he had to get him
come back.
Before he got moving, that's for sure.
Hughes.
Now it's Maestri who really does look to be walking wounded. France just trying to slow things down here. Para in, and eventually it's Para who kicks, but he hasn't put it into touch, has he? Milner Scudder takes it brilliantly by the touchline, and Ben Smith runs into open field. Savi, a chance for him to wind up. A step, a fend, another one, and he's taken just inside the 10.
Lost now!
France coming through, and penalty. Well, great excitement as Wesley Fofana was away, but
then you were holding number 9's legs.
Thierry Dusautoir is penalised. First of the game. That's pretty good discipline to hold out for 5 minutes like that, Andy, but it's going to be a chance for Dan Carter.
It is, he is everywhere, Dusautoir, and he's having to be. They are literally defending with 14 men. Maestri, he has to go off. I cannot believe that wasn't seen. I mean, he was struggling to get up. As we see the distribution and the ease in which, there's the mismatch. Michalak has to make his tackles. Nonu just having fun out there. And here he is again in the wide channel there, the step inside. Again, another missed tackle from Michalak.
Well, at the moment, Johan Maestri is walking around in a bit of a daze. They don't have specialist lock cover on the bench. So Carter, kick of about 39 metres. In line with the left-hand upright. New Zealand looking for points to go with a dominant start. Carter 16 from 20 so far in the tournament. His first kick of the night is right down the middle, and New Zealand lead by 3-0.
Ominous for France. Just the intensity and power from New Zealand. They are playing a wide game at the moment. I thought they might attack them through the middle and keep them honest, but they're not. They're trying to exhaust this French defence early on.
Left or right there,
Freddie Michalak, who came off the bench in the final, sorry, the quarter-final 8 years ago. Nonu has looked menacing early on.
Big advantage here, John. Knows it. Okay, play on.
Carter now. Retallick, the short pass away to Crockett. It's a familiar move from the All Black tight forwards. Ben Smith now will look to drive it deep. Now, Scott Spedding, first touch for him, and he likes to run, and he runs straight back. Then he changes direction, but he can't get away from Retallick. Dulin now. Put on the ground just short of halfway. First real opportunity, and it is a penalty.
Same with you. Hand in afterwards. Get it out to slowing it down. Hand on the ball.
So France get an opportunity now, and maybe Scott Spedding will take a shot at goal here. He was kicking them from this distance before the game.
Good call. TJ's he's got a big boot on him, and you can see the hands. There's no way the culprit there is able to, Retallick, able to really take his body weight and be balanced there. He's slowing the ball deliberately down, and a sigh of relief really for France. An opportunity for Maestri to get some treatment.
Well, this would be the longest kick of his career, but I was watching him before the game, Andy. He was clearing the bar by plenty from well out. They've had no ball, they've had no territory, but they've got 3 points in off. Spedding with the penalty. It's 3-all in Cardiff.
What a kick. It was in swinging, out swinging, and it needed the post. Here we go. He has got a quadricep to get it through that post. Only just.
Restart taken quickly by New Zealand, and Kieran Reid's done well, although they've lost possession here. And it's Leroux moving it on to Sautoir. And now Spedding, he is the danger in that French backline, the South African-born fullback. Pape with the offload.
Release!
Swarming defence from Conrad Smith. It's there for Parra. Pops it up on the short side. Nakatati, his first touch of the game. Chant going up from the French fans as Yoann Maestri looking to get himself back into working order. Now the kick from Michalak is charged. Brodie Retallick will score. Great awareness, great skill, and good pace from the All Black lock.
I was about to say, what a tackle on Spedding. Spedding running across the field. He just shows his athleticism. Incredible charge down and receipt of the ball, and he has the pace to get in. That is devastating for France. They had the ball for 2 minutes, and it's turnover try.
Well, Andy, you might have seen in the back of the shot there too, as he kicked that ball, Michalak's knee just gave way. This is a double whammy. They give up the try, but it looks like they're going to lose their experienced number 10. It looks like a hamstring.
There was a shocking kick. And immediately he went down. He wasn't able to get back and cover. But it's New Zealand defence. Retallick, sensational cover defence. As we see the anguish on Michalak. Didn't look like it was the kick, it was the landing, and tweaked his knee. But after a charge down like that, as he goes off, that will be his excuse.
Well, this is a blow for France. They lose their very experienced playmaker. Remy Tallez, a bit of a late bloomer in rugby, comes on to take over that crucial role. But what a play from Brodie Retallick. First of all, his tackle, then the anticipation. Such a great heads-up player. And Carter has the chance to convert. Struck his first one well. And he's on target again, Carter. They're singing off the boot now. And New Zealand lead by 10-3.
He's not going to miss in this stadium, whereas Michalak there, gutted for him, but I think this could be a good move for France. Michalak, not a good 10 minutes, 2 missed tackles, charge down kick, And it's really up to Tallez now to lead this team forward.
Oh, big mistake though from Kieran Reid at the restart. Regulation ball, he spilled it, and here come France back through Dumoulin, the centre.
Advantage over.
Dusautoir met with force on the advantage line, McCaw and Franks. And first touch for Tallez, the offload for Fofana. McCaw hunting, but nothing on. France just a little bit congested, but Dusautoir charges ahead. Loose ball, open play. Parra has to go back and tidy up. Here's Piquimol bumping the first tackler off. And they give it to Tallez. Well, how can they respond? Speeding up in the line. Fofana, another good tackle made by Dane Coles. And it's there again, Alexandre Dumoulin. And
offside there. Number 6 offside here.
An offside penalty right out in centre field against the All Blacks. And an opportunity now for another shot at goal.
TJ Tallez showing what he brings to the party. He's taking the ball flat to the line. Interesting, the New Zealand defence. He's running an arc out. And you can see his distribution, quality distribution. They get into the wide channels, and really it's Spedding that is threatening.
I'll have a look.
Well, straight away, a change of goal kicker. Spedding's had a shot at goal. Tallez not really renowned as a goal kicker, so it's Morgan Parra who takes over.
Parra will always chip away close to the post. It's Spedding with the long range, but Parra himself is a cool customer and an accomplished world-class goal kicker.
Well, this one right out in front. Kick of about 35 metres.
All good, boys.
Just to keep France in touch after that double setback. Respectful silence from the crowd, and drilled right down the middle by Morgan Parra, and it's 10-6 in Cardiff.
Richie McCaw will be saying to his team, really, we have to keep our discipline. France have come here to play, and they're playing with width like New Zealand. Makes it for an exciting spectacle, but they've got to keep their discipline.
Well, again, Kieran Reid's done the work at the restart. He's knocked it down. New Zealand's so good at reclaiming their own ball. Carter onto Nonu, wide pass to Smith, trying to get on the outside, and a rather loose ball, hacking it downfield to French, and well, the ball didn't go into touch. Bit of ball watching there from Savia, and now France have it on the 22. Ball's been spilt, the referee has his arm out. Savia tried to make amends, but again the penalty against New Zealand for offside. Well, just getting a little casual there, and almost getting themselves into a world of trouble, the All Blacks. And France hitting back well here.
Forward defence. We talked about Retallick, but this time it was Dusautoir. Piquimols that came out of the line. A good spot tackle on Ben Smith. He threw it back, which was poor. Well read. Look at Piquimols out on the line. And then it's just sloppy from New Zealand. Smith in particular. And then again sloppy. Thought it would go out. Savea, and off they go again, Piquimols. So this really is
just be careful
about New Zealand's discipline. Once they have the ball and they keep it, France can't live with them. But if they're too predictable and they go too wide too early, it's Piquimols that can pick them off and hack through.
Well, some good work too out on the wing by Nakai Tathi, who stayed on the job while Savia was hoping the ball was going to go into touch. So Parra, chance to close it up to just 1 point, but he has hooked it rather wildly away to the right. So the miss from Parra, and the score remains 10-6.
Saint-André looking up at the stadium. He's obviously disappointed, but he saw he was on the big screen. Thought he'd clap, and I haven't seen Parra miss one like that before. That is pressure. But as you say, TJ, France have got to take every single opportunity. If they're ever going to beat New Zealand this evening, they have to take chances like that.
Carter with the restart. Again, it's Reid giving chase, coming in Dulin, but he was nowhere near it. And again, it's fallen for the All Blacks. Crockett sets it, now Kaino. Such an influence on New Zealand's World Cup victory 4 years ago. Aaron Smith for the first time kicks. And again, forcing France back. Spedding, got a good boot on him. Taken by Milner Skudder, throws it to himself. Plenty of numbers away to his left. Looking to drop it off to someone, and he just keeps running. And again, eventually they drag him down just short of halfway. It was a long run, not a great game. He's dragged half the French defence across the field with him. Now Ben Smith again. New Zealand really looking to play the ball wide. Keep it moving. Carter. Wide ball to Nonu. Fractured defence. Stabs a kick through.
There's experience for you. Nonu. It was Aaron Smith that tried to get the territory, and a good kick from Spedding. And only Milner Skudder can run across the pitch, throwing it up in the air and actually get to the wide channel. There's not many players that can do that. But experience from Nonu. Just putting it into the corner, realising where he is on the pitch. He's deep. And just putting the pressure on France.
Maestri with the line-out claim. Para with the kick. And brilliantly done by Nakai Tati, the winger, beating Savia in the air. Now here's Slimani, the tight head prop. Tales calling for it, moves it on. Dumoulin looks to fire it wide to Spedding the step, but a good tackle made by Nonu. Quick phase ball, and Picamoll has a charge. Such a hard man to stop Louis Picamoll, but they put him over the touchline.
There are some players in this French team that can upset New Zealand. Dusautois is everywhere in defence. Tathi, Warner, say. It's actually New Zealand that are winning the ball in the air, aren't they? A great take from the French winger.
Well, the French fans have just seen that replay on the screen. I'd rather think that Savia might have been impeding. Tathi in the air, Carter moving it on, Nonu accelerating, just crashing straight into Remy Tales, who stood his ground. Paul goes in to make sure the ball is delivered. And now Carter. Straight down the throat of Dulin though, and here's Spedding again. Well, he's confident, he backs himself, and it takes a good tackle by Richie McCaw to stop him. Now Tales stabbing it downfield. Hard for Ben Smith, and well, he's going to have a run. Off he goes, drops it off to Milner Skudder, stepping up the middle, put on the ground. Good tackle made by Pape. And you can see Aaron Smith there getting agitated at the base of the ruck, and the penalty comes.
Aaron Smith will be happy with that.
Both teams. No. Same as them. When you're off your feet, get the hand away from the ball. Your hand was afterwards. You were off your feet. Hand away.
Perfect from Nigel Owens. He's explaining to both teams. It is both teams trying to reclaim possession through the breakdown. Really, you have to be on your feet. If you're going to touch that ball, you've got to be on your feet, in balance. And both teams have been guilty of this at the breakdown. Pape with a big hit. And you can see here, there's no way he's able to really be in control.
Allow the contest. Once you're off your feet,
Jurado, the hooker, it was Guillaume Jurado from Toulon. All Black fans now making their voices heard as Dane Coles prepares to throw 30 metres from the French goal line. Quick ball, Aaron Smith goes off on a jinky run and slips the ball away to Whitelock. It's the 22 away to the right. Now Kaino. Good clear out from the New Zealand forwards. McCaw looking to take it on. Kaino again. Picamoll makes the tackle. Now Retallick has a go around the side, just looking to work it away a metre at a time. Dusautois trying to slow things down. It's there for Aaron Smith. Whitelock again. Slips the first tackle, that of Picamoll. Nonu there, they drive it ahead.
Such a contrast, CJ, just playing the power game.
Carter with the drop kick, it's charged! Charged by the hooker, Girardo. And it's Savia who has to go back for it. Frees it up for Carter. And now here's Coles ranging wide. Well, he can go, Coles. Who comes from the same part of New Zealand as Christian Cullen. Now Franks moving it on, Whitelock. New Zealand forwards just looking to give their backs some room to move it. Now Reid. Conrad Smith, a show of the ball and the offload, brilliantly taken by Nonu. Milner Skudder the step. Nehi Milner Skudder will score! Oh, brilliant try!
He is scintillating. Nonu with the offload. He could have gone himself, but he doesn't need any help.
You get it wrong, go back quickly.
Unbelievable footwork. Nobody touches him. And it's Nonu here. Just brilliant offloading. You could see Nonu could have gone through, and it's the quick step that is against his opposite number. And he's got the gas to get in. Phenomenal attack. You can see Conrad Smith, so clever, dummying the inside, and then it's the electric step and the gas to finish it off. He's only just starting.
Well, he is on a try-scoring tear. That is his 6th try in his, in fact, his 7th try in his 6th match for the All Blacks. What the coach likes about him, Steve Hansen, is his composure. He doesn't rush things. But when he goes, he goes.
It's because he's at another speed of everyone else, TJ. I mean, just incredible. The step.
Now, 2nd try for the All Blacks. The first one, a charge down. The second one, though, made by the attacking brilliance of Nehi Milner Skudder and Carter, with the chance to keep the scoreboard ticking over. Another good kick from Carter. And the All Blacks lead by 17-6.
Clear tactic from New Zealand. The coaching team is to play at a tempo that France cannot live with, and then get the width. All the forwards are playmakers and are able to offload and distribute, and then when you've got the width and you've got the speed in Milner Skudder, it is devastating.
Well, France kicked deep. And that enables Kano to take it. Nice control. And still going, Kano. Aaron Smith with the kick. Milner Skudder giving chase. Pick them all back. Good timing there. Has been turned over here. I think the All Blacks, yes, getting the penalty. Well, it was a great chase from Milner Skudder. They kept the pressure on. Betting and Pick'em-all it was. And McCaw, Reid there to win the penalty.
Yeah, it's poor offload from Pick'em-all. He's just shifting the emphasis back onto Spedding. And when you got McCaw so close, and I was really impressed with Dane Coles' chasing, because when Aaron Smith kicked it, there wasn't much of a chase, but the intensity of the New Zealand pack to get off their feet, chase the ball, and here it is, an offload. Look at the impending New Zealand cover and defence. You've got Reid and McCaw, and it's just no-brainer. McCaw is going to get that ball back.
Keep the space, please.
Well, New Zealand have started here quite superbly, looking to build a lead. They want to shut France out of the game. They don't want to leave the door open because they know how damaging France can be. Looking to drive it from the line out.
That's once.
Now they have to get things moving. McCaw, who does so. And still going, McCaw. Tales had to make the tackle. Smith pops it up. Franks. Good tackle made by Girardo. Now here's Retallick stepping out of the first tackle. Smith calmly standing over it, but going off their feet. The All Blacks here, I think it was Reid.
The ball is running clearly. You've got to keep our feet there, please.
Maybe Wyatt Crockett, in fact. Here it is.
Dive down.
Wyatt Crockett.
Nigel Owens isn't going to miss very much this evening, one of the world's best referees. And if you go off your feet at the breakdown, there's every chance you'll be penalised. Again, the power play from New Zealand. You could see just their blatant rocking, but just flopping on.
All is good at one, boys. Keep your feet, please.
Wasn't even sealing it off. It was just a blatant fall over, really. And disappointment from the coaches.
Carry on.
Well, this is Rabah Slimani, the tight head prop, and he's not looking too good at the moment. So they've already lost Michalak. They looked like they were going to lose Maestri. He's carried on. Now it's one of their front rowers in trouble. Nigel Owens wants to keep things going.
Where are you going? We need to sub him. You're going sub, okay. Substitution.
Well, looks like a substitution's being made, and Wyatt Crockett is leaving the field.
One black. Okay.
Well, Joe Moody, who only got off the plane 5 days ago, now finds himself in a Rugby World Cup quarter-final in Cardiff as Wyatt Crockett leaves the field.
Isn't it amazing? World Cup story.
And another line-out steal for the All Blacks. Nonu, the All Black backs feasting with the ball at the moment.
Lost now.
Coles on the short side, slipping the tackle of Tales, who's already had to make a whole lot of defensive plays. McCaw. It's like a groin injury for Crockett. Play carries on. Smith, the step, straightening. Just unable to get their hands on the ball for long periods in this game. Franks.
Oh, hands were on. You could hear the call from Savea.
Now some room for Carter, the bend. Oh, brilliant ball to Savea! This is magnificent from the All Blacks. And they're in for their third try.
Oh, they butchered it, but they didn't even need it. Just one more phase, and brilliant offload from Carter. And as we see here, Franks could have given the ball there. Savea, it was a 4-on-2, but the brilliance of Carter, the dummy defend and the reverse flick to Savea. Nobody's catching him. Para and Spedding give up. Beautiful show and go. Pape, no chance. Offloaded, one-armed, reverse flick off his weak arm. And Savea, thankful, he doesn't even need to beat anyone. He's coasting in. That is mesmeric.
Exquisite touch from Carter, and that is a special try. That is the 300th try, the 300th try scored by the All Blacks in World Cup rugby, and no other team has yet got to 200. It just shows you, I guess, the way this team, they don't always win the tournament, but they just like to try and win by scoring tries.
It does work though, TJ. Scoring lots of tries. And it's just beautiful to watch.
Wyatt Crockett, as I say, groin injury, it sounds like. Well, Carter, having produced that magical touch, converts the try, and it's 24-6. And only half an hour on the clock here in Cardiff. Well, there's Wyatt Crockett, and cutting a bit of a sad figure there, a groin injury, not good at this stage of the tournament. Now the restart, an attempted short kick. Conrad Smith read it, McCaw tidied it, but I think Du Sautoy has stolen it, and away comes Picamoll. They really need to get something going here. Nice offload, away to Dumoulin. Work the short side through Slimani. Para calling for it. Du Sautoy wanted the run, ball didn't arrive. Now here's Maestri, takes it inside the 22. Tales. Now Dumoulin, the centre.
Oh, he's fine.
They're on the ground for France.
Not a problem. Play on.
Pape steps over it. Tackled by Nonu. Oh, spills it. Carter's away. Dan Carter being chased by the prop. Pops it up to Nonu. And away it goes to Savia. Smashes into Nakaitate. Comes back at him a second time. Conrad Smith fires it away to Carter, who's got the ball on a string at the moment. Kick across field. Cole's got to it first. He's knocked it on.
Just knocked down.
I thought that was flat. Didn't look like a knock-on. I thought, oh, this is going to be good. Milner Scudder. No. And it was Dane Coles going up for it. The talent in this New Zealand team. The ball-playing ability right through 1 to 15. And it was the offload. Slimani not expecting it. Girardo, incredible pace to get back to cover the veteran Carter. And then Coles, oh, that looks backwards to me. Nigel Owens in good view, to be fair. But where we're sat here, TJ, I thought it was good. Another beautiful opportunity for New Zealand. All from a turnover.
Well, this is the first scrum of the game.
You are joking, aren't you?
That gives you some idea of the accuracy and the movement that has dominated this game.
What I want to say as well, the difference between New Zealand and France at the moment is the speed of ball. Aaron Smith, it's on a plate, he's fizzing the ball left and right, the width. Whereas France, you saw Para 2-3 rucks ago, he was digging for the ball, he was screaming at Nigel Owens.
Control, nothing moves with the ball.
Difference in speed and intensity. And yes, the precision has been phenomenal. I can't believe this is the first scrum.
Crouch.
Well, this was an area of the game France thought they might be able to gain an edge.
Set.
But they've had to wait over half an hour.
Well, this feels too late, doesn't it?
And the shove goes on from the All Blacks too. Pickamoles, though, breaks away. Great run from the number 8. Milner Scudder, though, makes the tackle. Now Tales, they've got numbers away to the right. Dumoulin moves it on. Spedding. Short pass away to Fofana. Good tackle made by Conrad Smith, but France race onto the attack now after that tremendous bust by Picamole. Out quickly, though, on Thierry Dusautoir. Para takes it back to the short side. Tales hammered by Nonu. Smith goes in looking for the turnover. Clean out is good, though. Fofana pops it up. Girardo. All Blacks coming up quickly on defence. Dusautoir driven back into a pile of bodies on the 22. Again, Para has to mine for it. Getting agitated, Para. Can't free it up. Now he gets it away to Maestri. Tales taking it flat and offloading it away to Pape. Dumoulin. Retallick up on him.
It's just too slow. No fluency.
A couple of players down looking rather groggy as Nakaitate. Oh, tried to bump through Julian Savia. He takes on the bus and comes off second best. Slimani back into the action. Tales moves it on, Spedding. French fans start to get excited now. Para, away it goes to Maestri. Needed someone tracking up in support, though. There was no one to offload to. Slimani. Reid was fighting for it, but the French have it and they have an overlap. Girardo, McCall came across and made the tackle. Very solid contact. Loose ball in centre field. Scooped up by Picamole. Slides in for the try. And France straight back.
There's a knock on there on the try here, okay? Time out.
Oh, he wants a look here. I think he wants to check for a second movement, but it looks like a try to me.
Nigel, Sean, talk to me.
Yeah, come on, coming up, hang on, time out.
Which one you have?
As well, TJ.
Sean?
Yes, Nigel?
Try yes or no, and did it go back there, please?
Okay, confirm try yes or no, and you're specifically looking at the pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sean Veldsman of South Africa, the TMO. I think that was the pass he was checking, and a possible knock there. Don't think so.
What are you thinking, Sean?
bounced forward, but it went backwards, didn't it? And then the slide in. That is grounded, that's a try.
Just one more angle, Nigel.
Our view here so far is the ball has gone back. But have a look at it to make sure. Unless you're happy to give me a decision.
Nigel, Sean?
Yes.
You may award the try.
Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt from TMO Sean Feldsman and Louis Picamol, who made that great run off the base of a backpedaling scrum to set things up for France, finishes the job off nicely, and they strike back with their first try.
Time on you.
Outplayed for so long in this game, but you give France a sniff, they can punish you, and the flip side of that is suddenly they get some confidence.
Well, Para with an easy conversion. It's 24-13. And France know they can come back. They've done it before, 1999, 24-10 down and came back to win a phenomenal performance. And this is the man who sparked it and finished it, Louis Picamol.
A bit of luck, but you need luck. Fortunate bounce. Kieran Reid went for it, dived, created the gap. Picamol's with the leg drive to get through.
Carter goes short of it once again. It's right on the money, this time for Sam Whitelock. Those All Black restarts are really hurting France. Carter puts it high this time. Spedding, waiting. Oh, superbly taken from the fullback. Going high, taking it above the head, then taking off on his own. Para. Well, France, have they been reignited by that try? Fofana looking to work his way through a maze of bodies. Tales, nothing really on, so he kicks.
Yeah, panic kick. No structure. Now it's the New Zealand counter.
And Carter calmly puts it high. Ben Smith with the chase. And he's got it, Ben Smith. Spedding's gone down in a heap. Brilliant take, and now the French are in all sorts of trouble. Retallick, and it goes to Savea. See you later.
Oh my goodness me. It was Picamol's. Picamol's at the back. Ben Smith with the take, and then it was just New Zealand with all the space and time. What a take. Eyes on the ball, he got the height, ripped it out of Picamol's. And then Aaron Smith is just picking off defenders, running backwards, and he still had work to do, but my goodness me. He made it look easy, bumping off two world-class defenders. Spedding is no slouch in defence. Savea just showing what class of power he has, but it's the determination that got him over the line.
Well, it's his second try. He is the leading try scorer in this tournament.
A minute to go, John. I don't know what it is in game.
Well, they conceded a try, but they strike back straight away. He does rather remind you of someone else when he's in that sort of form, doesn't he?
Absolutely, he does. But it was the sheer aggression in the hits this evening from Savea. I haven't seen this tournament. There was an absolute desire to win the collision, and he's won a few tonight.
Well, he sat out the last game. He's come out firing with 2 tries. That's the 4th try in the game for the All Blacks. Carter from wide out. His first miss of the night, but it's 29-13 with just seconds remaining in the first half here at the Millennium.
Oh, it's frantic from France. They played bravely out from the restart, and then it was a panic kick from Tales, but it was still the class finishing, and Picamol's devastated. He knows what a mistake that was under the high ball.
Tales with the restart, nicely taken down by McCaw under pressure.
Yeah, last play. Keep your legs there, let the ball come.
And Aaron Smith puts it into touch. to complete an outstanding first 40 minutes. New Zealand leading by 29 points to 13 at half-time. 4 tries to 1. Well, the talking's been done. Philippe Saint-André has laid down the law, but how are these players going to respond? Talk during the week that all was not well in the French camp. It usually happens about this stage of the tournament, that those rumours start to emerge. They're all going to play with the spirit of Louis Picamol, not without a chance of getting back into this game. But it's a mountain that they face in the second half here in Cardiff. All Blacks will have to make a change. It looks like Beauden Barrett is coming on, and I guess that means Ben Smith to the wing, Beauden Barrett to fullback. So Beauden Barrett, who was a sub against Argentina, and a very effective one, had a start against Namibia. He'll come into the game and he'll give the All Blacks a second pivot. Ben Smith moving to the right wing where he's quite at home. Plays a Milner Scudder, who's taken a bump to the shoulder. We'll find out how serious that is in due course. The All Blacks doing a bit of a warm-up. There's a familiar figure to New Zealand fans, Piri Weepu. Spoke to the crowd before the game, getting reacquainted with some of his All Black mates. Julian Savea looks in the mood for more action. It'll be France to kick off the second half here in Cardiff. Can Les Bleus, dressed in red, find a way back into this game? 29-13 down they are. So the coach, the under-fire coach, is back in his seat. The manager, Serge Blanco, looks on, doesn't look too happy, does he? Is this the end of the road for Philippe Saint-André, or can his team produce another stunning comeback against the All Blacks in a World Cup match? It's been done before. Remy Tales it is who will kick off for the second half.
20 seconds.
Well, just 40 minutes left in the tournament for one of these teams. Who's it going to be? New Zealand in control, 29-13, as we await the start of the second half. And it's Remy Tales, a first half replacement for Freddie Michalak, who kicks off, and France do well. They've knocked it down, and Picamol has it. So the French are going to get first use of the ball in the second half. Tales. It goes to Fofana, who's been well bottled up by the New Zealand defence. It comes to Para. They've rushed up well on defence, and there's a big hit on Eddie Benarous from Jerome Kano. Tales pops it up. Look, the man they've got to get into the game is Spedding. He and Picamol's the other men who can make ground. And what about this man, Nakai Tati? Well, drops the ball, or rather drops the pass. Another ineffective. Girardo had to tidy it up. Trying a few switches, trying to keep the ball alive. Tape takes it to ground. Dusautoir.
Move!
Talik holding him up. Now Dumoulin moves it wide. Slimani now stabbed through by Dulin and just tracked across the touchline by the new man, Beauden Barrett. So repeat phases for France, didn't really go anywhere, went for the kick. Now they'll challenge the All Black line out.
Yeah, they just can't win the physicality battle. New Zealand too good at the breakdown, smart in defence. Reid, McCaw, big hits from Kano early on.
Well, New Zealand have had the edge at set piece. Hardly any scrums at all in the first half. The All Blacks have been good at line-out time. They've won all their own ball. They've taken a couple away from the French, and they've won this one. Aaron Smith takes a moment to get things organised. Carter from just inside the 22, searching kick. In behind Nakatati, awkward bounce. And it sits up for the big Fijian winger in the end. Spedding swings it across. And here is Brice Dulin, I should say, taking it down towards halfway. Para. Tales turning it back in. Fofana slicing through. Wesley Fofana breaks another tackle in the end. Hit from behind by Dane Coles. But France go on to the attack at the start of the second half. Dulin. Barrett trying to ride him to the ground, eventually puts him on the deck. And here's good attacking ball for the French. Tales pops it away. Dulin ran straight into Aaron Smith. There's the ball again for France. Pape.
Move block, release now. 50,
Aaron
50,
Smith has to get out of there quickly. All Blacks fighting for it and sensing a turnover here.
Let it go, release now.
Aaron Smith can see it. And it is turnover possession. Well, it still has to be cleared. We have an extra kicking boot on the field now with Beauden Barrett, who puts it out just short of the 22.
New Zealand very lucky there. What a break from Fofana. It's Tales on the inside. The lazy inside cover, and then there's nobody in support. You can see Spedding and Pickamoles in the distance. Fofana, what a time to get back into the game.
Off the ball, you two.
Beautifully worked from Tales. He has been a lucky substitution, if you like, for France.
Well, again, Retallick goes up contesting possession, and another steal at line-out time, and here comes Savi again. Straight into Tales.
Okay, no more, leave.
He looks in the mood tonight, doesn't he, Julian Savia? And another long punt from Dan Carter takes play back up towards halfway.
Good distance from Carter, and they'll be looking to put pressure again on this French line out, as we see.
Careful how you come into the rucks, please, okay?
Very well read from Retallick, and Tales wasn't expecting Savea off his own line out to be running at him, but he stood his ground, eventually got him to deck.
So it's the man from Toulon, Girardo, with the throw. This time Pape gets up, snatches it down. Tara. The infield ball to Nakatati. Hit hard by Franks in the tackle. Moving on, they realise they've got to be first on the board in the second half. Here's the kick through from Spedding, but Aaron Smith back to it first. Still got a lot of work to do to get them out of trouble, though.
It's a rock.
Now they have it under control. I'll take it back to Barrett, and he will clear.
First class from Aaron Smith to get back. Beautiful piece of covering from the scrum half.
Well, let's head down to the sideline. There have been a number of injuries with the latest. Ollie Cox.
Thanks, Tony. Yeah, we're down here. Nihe Miliscutta came off at half-time, as you noticed. He's put some ice on his left shoulder. At the moment, they don't know quite how bad it is, but they think that the scoreline it is and the replacements that they have at their hands, that they're just more of a precaution, ice it up and see how we go if they get through for the semi-finals.
Whoa. Wait. Time out. We thought the throw was not straight. You have to have a hooker in this. No, I don't care. You have to have somebody there. We go again, same line out. Before the throw in, you need to get the hooker
I don't
here,
care.
please. Same ball.
Yeah, not on my manor. This is my turf. You'll do what I tell you.
You could see Dane Coles coming in to have a word, and he backtracked very
Somebody
quickly.
has to be there, okay?
Somebody has to be
but
there.
he
You can
swapped
see.
before the ball came in.
You could see.
Okay, time on.
There was pretty much everything about that line-out was wrong. So Nigel says we'll have another one. Pape goes up, just starting to get into his work at line-out time.
Once more, then.
Now they look to roll it away for the first time in the game. And they have an advantage here, France.
Number 7 side entry.
Now the ball goes to the ground and they'll come back for the penalty. Well, what do they do? Do they try and chip away at the lead? Although, things getting a little testy.
So New Zealand and their leadership, they won't want to get into this. They're in control of this game. Do not give France a chance.
Well, Bernard Le Roux's not happy about something. And we have a player on the ground. It's Richie McCaw. And
Nigel Shawn.
the eyes, I think, or the nose, maybe. I think they're going to have a look at this.
Nigel
I
Shawn.
suggest you get off the field and you stay off the field pretty quickly. Now.
What is the number?
Well, that's a word to Liam Messam.
Time is out. Okay,
We think there may have been a punch here.
Please. Have you got anything there?
Yeah, so after the penalty, 7 refuses to release the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if I'm correct, it's number 8 Ray. It's over him, and his hand is near his face. So I'm not sure exactly what.
Oh.
Nigel.
Well, it's Picamol.
Yes, are you reviewing this? Because I've got red 8, who's got his fist in the face of black 7 after you have blown the whistle.
He's put his...
He put his fist in the face of red of black 7.
From what I can see on the screen now, okay, and correct me if I've seen the right picture. I don't see the fist or the fingers near the eyes, and I don't see a punch. I just see a fist in the face. So from what I'm seeing, I'm going to reverse the penalty and I'm going to put number 8 in the bin with a yellow card. Is that correct?
Definitely, Nigel. He's not punching him. He's just pushing him with his fist.
And that's a yellow card, yes?
And that's a yellow card.
Okay.
Well, very carefully worded. Not a punch, but enough to warrant a yellow card in the opinion of the officials. And France's most effective player is going to sit out the next 10.
We have you from the side and then not releasing the ball. You come in and you put your fist into his face. Whatever happens, there is no excuse for that. On this occasion, I'm going to give you a yellow card. Is that clear? And that is 10 minutes. Off you go, please. Penalties against you. Reversed, yellow card, a fist in the face.
Well, as I said, New Zealand don't want to get in this arm wrestle. But it's a New Zealand win on this occasion. Discipline from Picamol. He knew exactly what he was doing. Just nonsensical, but he was trying to let McCaw know to not get on the wrong side. But with so many cameras and TMO, how do you think you're going to get away with it?
Well, France have been behaving themselves since a very controversial moment in the Six Nations when Pascal Pape was yellow carded and subsequently suspended. Since then, they haven't given up a yellow or a red card until now, and it's come at the absolute worst time possible. Trying to get themselves back into this game. Picamol goes to the bin. Yannick Nyanga is on, and Pascal Pape leaves the field. They're going to lose a bit at line-out time. What would have been a penalty against the All Blacks now becomes ball just short of the halfway line. Smith hangs one high, good kick. Leading the chase was Ben Smith. Oh, he's done it again. He's plucking them out of the air time after time. Kano now, Carter wasn't expecting that. Nonu Well, he's happy for it.
Lost now, release.
Tales on the ground. All Blacks driving over it. Reid from a standing start. Put on the ground by Dumoulin. Carter waiting for it. Owen Franks, they're up on him quickly. Good work from the French, but it's there. Scrambled possession. Barrett under a bit of pressure. Nonu decides to settle it down. Something he doesn't do very often is kick. And here's Brice Dulin. Kick charge! Ben Smith! Race between the ball and the dead ball line. And the dead ball line wins.
I think France have learned their lessons on charge downs. Here's Ben Smith again. He has been simply brilliant at his basics this evening. Retrieving, snaffling high balls. A real thorn in France's side this evening.
71,600 in the stadium, another fantastic figure. Man, he's been a fantastic figure in this match. Julian Savea looking to get back to his very best form in this game. Barrett away to Carter. The All Blacks have two playmakers in their back. Now McCaw putting on the pace. Cole's lovely ball away to Ben Smith. Spedding made the tackle, but Conrad Smith is there. Fights up towards the 5-metre mark. Carter again. Barrett. Nonu. The offload. Left behind though by Savea. Goes back. Finds Reid. Barrett. Away it goes to Kano. And Kano's in for the try.
Too good. The line breaks, the precision, the support play, the width. It's everything a coach desires. Look at the handling from the forwards. Look at McCaw's injection of pace. And simple hands done beautifully well. The inside line from Aaron Smith, if he'd got the offload away, and this offload just got bumped out of Nonu's hands, but still no panic. The offload again, the hands from Reid, and Kano keeping his width. Just how New Zealand make it look so easy.
That's good info back here, Jack.
Jerome Kano playing his 65th test today. Celebrates with a try. A masterclass in keeping the ball alive. There's a replacement being made in the front row. Owen Franks leaves the field and Charlie Faumuina is on. Dan Carter lining it up to score, now in danger of blowing out against the French, who are gathering behind their own goalpost and starting to get a bit of a roasting from some of their travelling fans. Carter. And that one just slips away to the right, but 34-13, 11 minutes gone, second half.
It's been a half of French pressure and the one line break with the team handling to give Ben Smith the width, and then it only gets worse. They bring on Sonny Bill. Top offloader this tournament, and he substitutes Nonu, Conrad Smith, who's been incredible, giving him a rest, and then France have got to put up with Nonu and Sonny Bill in the centres. Just horrific for them.
Well, Martin Nonu's been penalised here just for impeding the chasers, and so France are going to get a penalty. Just watch Nonu here. And no question, he got in the way there of Yannick Nyanga. So Dulin, who's taken over the touch finding, puts it out inside the 22. So reshuffle in the New Zealand back line. Sonny Bill Williams will play in the inside centre position. Ben Smith now, of course, on the right wing. Beauden Barrett at fullback. But here's a chance for France to reply. Girardo. Younger does the work at line-out time. They try and drive it through the middle here, France. Ball ends up in a heap on the ground. And Slimani, who's worked hard. All Blacks fighting for it. And sensing a turnover. No, penalty.
Complete mess. Nigel Owens warns New Zealand.
Ball was ended, tackle, release. And you, don't come over and put your hands on the ground. Drive through, please.
Simply put by Nigel Owens, just creating a mess.
Well, Brice Dulin has run all the way over from the far side of the field to put the ball a few metres into touch. And now he trots back out to the left wing.
It's just, again, ridiculous. Morgan Parra is left-footed and a brilliant kicker. Anyway, he's keeping himself high on the running stats.
We need a blood stuff.
A good opportunity for France, and I'd like to see Saint-André actually make some substitutions. He's got Bastareaud sat on the bench, itching to get on. Sarzeski as well.
Well, France have it. They're going to try and drive their way to the line. Now it collapses in a heap. And oh, that's been held up by the All Blacks. France complaining. But they got hands on the ball, and once it collapsed, it had to be a turnover. And I think the man getting the pats on the back is this man here, Sam Whitelock, who celebrated his 27th birthday on Monday, along with Conrad Smith. His family are here to see him. And just playing his part in that tremendous second row combination with Brodie Retallick in this game, diffusing the French line-out drive.
It's poor from France, and there's still a long way to go in this game, but if they are going to get back into this game, it's so dominated by New Zealand's precision. They have to take chances like that, and some of the line-out plays from France have been good, and as I said, Sarzeski looks as though he's coming on, and really French need an injection of fresh French meat.
The scrum collapses. It's a penalty to the All Blacks. Now you'll hear the singing in the crowd. That is not the French. It is not the New Zealander. It's the Irish who are also in town. They play Argentina on Sunday. There they are. I can tell you the local businesses have been doing very good trade.
Will be watching this game in their hotel, and there will be big grins on their faces, knowing that the Irish are here early to support them tomorrow. They're going to need to. It's not been a weekend so far for the Northern Hemisphere.
Well, Kieran Reid unable to secure possession. That's the first line out the All Blacks have coughed up in the game.
Okay, time out.
He's just making a couple of uncharacteristic handling errors. Here's that change coming up. So Sarzeski, who came off the bench in that quarter-final in 2007, he replaces Guillem Girardo.
Not yet, no, not yet. Next stoppage, you said, okay? Next stoppage.
Lively player. Likes to get the ball in his hands, and this man would love to be out there with ball in hands. He's still got 20 seconds to go in the sin bin, and there's been damage done in his absence.
Saint-André will always use the excuse of players' discipline and yellow cards can't win games, especially when you're lacking in the physicality with 14 men.
A free kick taken quickly, Thales Nyanga. France trying desperately at least get some respectability about the scoreboard here. Fofana, Spedding, again, nothing really on, so he kicks it into touch. And they've done that 2 or 3 times. Just seem a little short on ideas in their back plate.
Well, when you're not winning the physicality with pick-and-rolls off, you know, you do run out of ideas and you do speculative kicks in behind. You know, New Zealand really haven't been threatened in the line-out. They should win this ball easily. Kicking game of Smith and Carter is winning the ball back.
Oh, beautifully taken by Whitelock, full extension of the hands. The hit up from Retallick. Carter with the long punt. Nakai Tathi though fires it back in field. Here's Spedding going off on one of those runs. Reid approaches him nicely, picked up by Nakai Tathi. And the man who plays for Clermont put on the ground just inside the All Black half. Tales, Dumoulin flinging it wide. Fofana out wide. Ben Smith closing him down. The All Blacks looking to counter-ruck.
And that for me signifies that the French just aren't winning the physical battle. Sarzeski comes on, you think he's going to carry as a hooker, and he just ships it on to somebody else.
All Blacks bail out of the contest. The breakdown. There for Para. Dulin trying to spark something, the little winger. France still inside their own half. Pick-a-mole returns to the action, gets through the tackle of McCaw too, and makes a couple more. So once again, this powerful number 8 gets France on the front foot. They're still inside their own half. Tales moves it on. Spedding trying to get on the outside of Dane Coles. Drops it off to Nakai Tathi. Coles is there, makes the tackle, rips the ball away. Carter, Savia, Julian Savia's in for a hat-trick. Once again, France going nowhere on attack. They make a mistake and Savia punishes them with his 3rd try of the game.
Total control in this game from New Zealand, but it's the control in the physical battle. The breakdown and the hits in the contact area. It was Dane Coles with the rip. You can see Kieran Reid high-fiving him as he's in the backdrop of a 2-on-1 from Carter to Savea. And they just make it look so easy, but it isn't easy. It's a team effort.
Well, on comes Kevin Mialamu in his 130th test. His 18th World Cup match. Carter with the conversion. And now the score is into the 40s, 41-13.
There's the rip from Dane Coles, brilliant. Nakatathi gets stolen. He gets burgled of the ball, and then, doesn't matter, Nyanga and Tales covering across. They're never going to get to Savea. I didn't think they fancied a tackle anyway. They have just been totally outplayed and outmuscled.
Well, the 2 French props have left. Debatty and Mas are on, and Mathieu Bastareaud is on. You really wonder why they couldn't get him out there earlier. Smith drives the ball deep to Dulin, puts it high. Well, he's been trying things, Dulin. McCaw waiting for this one. Oh, Dulin beats him to it. McCaw trying to hold him up, so that's good play from the little French left winger. They'll free this up. They'll get a scrum, I think, coming out of this. From a kick, so it'll be French ball.
Maul is formed, turn, scrum down, turn of the ball.
Oh no, he said they couldn't play on.
Yep. That was McCaw lost out in the high ball. Dulin did exceptionally well for his height. And then McCaw again. It's the physical battle. Absolutely schooling France. McCaw just bear hugs him. keeps him in his grip. You watch, and held up from Beauden Barrett. Doesn't even need Aaron Smith. We've got Whitelock coming in as well, and then just winning that battle again.
France might feel a little aggrieved there. It did look as though McCaw did play him in the air.
Bind.
Clutching at straws, TJ. They're just not winning any sort of battle. It's easy for Nigel Owens to make those calls.
Oh, God.
Smith away to Carter, wide pass to Nonu. Sonny Bill Williams hasn't touched the ball yet. There's a good kick from Nonu, just stroking it downfield, driving France back inside their 22, and it'll be a pretty dispirited France team that assembles again inside their own 22.
Experience, and a nice kick from Nonu, just getting his forward pack moving forwards. Forward pack thanking him for that. They can put the pressure on. It's been a complete performance this evening from New Zealand, and there's still 18 minutes to go of pain for France. They've scored 41 points and they've still got quite a considerable amount of time.
Stay.
There's damage limitation for France.
Bernard Le Roux wins the line out. Hara just having a look around. And he kicks, puts it out. Nakai Tathi making sure to chase, mainly because they don't want to be defending another counter-attack from a quick throw. There's Bastarol. Soon to be a teammate of Ma'anonu's at Toulon. More good work.
I like to line up against those two, TJ.
Another charging run from Savi, a nice short ball away to Ma'anonu from Kieran Reid, who ends up on his back. Charlie Faumuina moves it on. Some great hands here from the All Black forwards, and a storming run from Joe Moody down towards the 22. Reid, Sazewski comes at him.
Lost now, you're off your feet, thank you. No, please.
Smith, who's had a good ride behind that All Black pack this evening. Mialamu, as he's done so many times in his career, puts the head down, makes ground, nice ball into space. Charlie Faumuina, oh, this is wonderful stuff from the All Blacks, and Kieran Reid is in for the try, but how about the tight forwards combining to set that one up for Kieran Reid.
Again, I wanted to say a couple of phases before how smart New Zealand are at the breakdown, especially it was that ruck, McCaw, who just sealed off the ball to regain possession, and there's no panic. It's used the multiple forward runners, Reid picking off, Faumuina, who then offloads back to Reid, and it's just simply class play from New Zealand.
Well, Victor Vito coming on, and the embarrassment starting to pile up on France now. This is the highest score they have ever conceded in a World Cup match. Before this game it was 40, so the All Blacks out to 46 now. Carter adds another 2. 48 points to 13. Kieran Reid, well, he was the man who provided that lovely ball for Faumuina.
New Zealand are just so good at the support play. Rugby League call it the push-throughs. Aaron Smith is always angling his support lines for any offloads, especially with the width that New Zealand play with. But we've got it in abundance in every forward. All good passes of the ball.
Faumuina now back to Nonu, who kicks again. Carter has taken his total of conversions in World Cup rugby over 50. That's another little milestone in this game. Starting to close in on Grant Fox too as New Zealand's record scorer in World Cup matches. France getting into a tangle out wide, and it will be an All Black scrum feed. Aaron Smith is off. Tawera Kurbalo is on. A few ice packs there, Andy, but probably most of these moves are just precautionary.
No, completely precautionary. There's no injuries really to the team.
with the exception
Space,
of Crockett,
please.
maybe.
Correct, yeah. Which
Keep your knees
is
off the floor,
worrying.
please.
Maybe somebody in New Zealand, another flight being used.
Crouch.
But it's, for me, Aaron Smith gives New Zealand speed
Bind.
of ball and possession. Yes, they are
Set.
experts and the best at the breakdown. But my goodness me, he zips that ball around.
Taura
Stay in,
Kurbalo
stay in.
seems to have taken over from TJ Perenara as New Zealand's. Oh, here's Nonu off a beautiful offload from Sonny Bill Williams, and Kurbalo's in for the try.
That's it, okay to you boys.
The execution, I mean, this is a masterclass from the
I'm speaking to
Kiwis.
now, okay?
It
Sean,
really
look at the
is.
video.
Just let me checking, just continue.
Checking for forward passes, but I hope there aren't any in, because that is unbelievable.
Well, that's the pass they're looking at. Taura Kurbalo just on the field. He's sweating on this because this would be
Happiness, play
his
on.
first try for the All Blacks.
Play on.
Carter converts, try stands, and now the All Blacks are over
You got that
50.
pretty quick, didn't you?
You can hear Nigel Owens. You took that pretty quick, didn't you? As soon as the offload is away from Sonny Bill, Nonu could have finished himself. He could have kept the leg drive going, but brilliant support from Kurbalo, Aaron Smith, scrum half delight, and it's not really a scrum half delight for Morgan Parra this evening. He couldn't work anything with the lack of go forward that he's seen, other than Pickamoles, and on the occasion Spedding, but now it's just team run for New Zealand. They're just going to enjoy these last minutes.
Stay.
Carter thumps
Okay,
it down the middle. Spedding having to go back a long way. And, well, chase from Beauden Barrett. Now, Rory Crockett getting himself into a whole world of trouble. But at last, some support arrives. Busterol slips a nice ball to Fofana. Gets out of the ankle tack of Barrett, but oh, look at Retallick coming back and making the tackle.
Nothing
All
fun,
Blacks
just a
scrambling
tackle,
defence has
play
been
on.
very good. Now LaRue taking in the tackle.
Turnover's fair, turnover's fair.
Whitelock,
Stay
and
back,
Kane's
Red,
got in
no.
there and he's ripped it away. More turnover possession. Retallick on to Reid. He puts the kick through. Look out, here comes Savia. Nakai Tathi rather reluctantly going back on that. I don't think he wanted to
On
know
your feet,
about
on
it,
there, on their feet, good.
but he had to.
Down afterwards, Nils.
Savea breathing down his neck.
Please.
Do you blame him?
Well, people have been asking when the real All Blacks were going to stand up. I think we have our answer.
Stay black.
Nice clearing kick. But as is so often the case, it's taken quickly by the All Blacks, and here's Sonny Bill Williams. Gets it away to Ben Smith, who's been carving them up.
Does that count as an offload?
Carter moves it on, Barrett. Retallick bounces the pass to Reid. Turns it back in field. Moody goes on another big run. Oh boy, this is unbelievable. They can all play, they can all score, and now they can all celebrate.
Did you say 5 days ago he's on a plane? Unbelievable.
Taura Kurbalo waiting all that time for his first. Now he's got two.
No jet lag with that offload. Kurbalo, biggest grin of the evening. He's been on a moment, and he's got a brace. And Richie McCaw and his 146 caps, I don't think he's enjoyed such a masterclass. He really has. And the worrying thing for the world of rugby, as Richie just giggles to himself, is that there is depth in this squad, and it only gets better.
Well, big ovation from the fans here as they saw Richie McCaw's face on the big screen. 60 points to 13. This is a rout.
Okay, send him on short.
Carter, who's an anguished look on his face at times. I think he's had a couple of stretches, a little bit of cramp maybe, but slots another one.
Well, he's just getting old, TJ. He's just getting old. He hasn't had a perfect night with the boot, but a lot of other players have enjoyed the one-armed offload. The skill set of these players is not just your Dan Carters, it's also your Joe Moody's.
Still 8 minutes to play, and Victor Vito, he's such a tremendous runner, ball player. Kurbalo happy to put it away into touch. "17 points in this game for Dan Carter.
Horrific for Santandré, a horrible way to finish his reign. No answers.
Well, here's Bastareaud. He was on a strong run up towards the 22. And France, when they scored that try late in the first half, they might have had thoughts of getting back into the game. But the All Blacks have owned the second half. From the time Picamol was sinned in, really, it was just a matter of how many. France playing under advantage here. Tales takes a half gap, closed by Kieran Reid, and then Leroux loses the ball. They'll come back. There's a penalty from the ruck.
Don't get it the first time, let it go when you're off your feet, please.
Again, slow ball for France. The strength of the New Zealand players over the ball.
Well, Andy, the news just keeps getting worse for France. Their faces, I think, will be as red as their shirts when they find out that this is actually now a record for the number of points conceded by France in a test match, 62-13. I think a lot of people were anticipating a tight struggle in this game. It has been anything but. And they will return to Paris down, demoralised.
Stay black!
Carter, well, he's been almost back to his best tonight, hasn't he? His very best. Spedding, he's tried hard to spark things from the back. He's well aware of the threat he poses. Cockett, here's a little snipe, and off goes Rory Cockett into space. Trying to step inside Savia's tackle, the offload, and they managed to keep it going. Zazeski. Put on the ground inside the 22. Leroux to get on the outside of Charlie Faumuina. Got a foot in the way, and he was quite happy with that. It was Nigel Owens, and off goes Sam Whitelock. Pops it up to Kevin Mialamu. And now the All Blacks look to break out of their own half. Kane. Whitelock back in the action. Sonny Bill Williams. Oh, another exquisite offload. Ben Smith with the chip and chase. Just needs to sit up. It does. And Ben Smith, he's taken just short of the line. Heroic from Dulin. Got back and made the tackle. Nakai Tathi trying to run it out from his own goal line. Well, it was a great tackle from Dulin because Ben Smith looked like he was in again.
Under pressure. Knock on black, scrum, red ball.
Nonu, that'll be gutted. He was in support, and if Ben Smith could have just thrown a high one, I think he would have been in again. Sonny Bill, the class of the offload and the threat of his height through the contact there. Nonu's pointing. If he'd have just thrown it and lobbed it in the air, there was no one to tackle Nonu, and he was under the sticks. It was almost the risk at 62 points to 13. We'd have loved to have seen. Oh my goodness me, would have been try of the tournament for sure.
Look at that offload stat, 10-9. It's just the effectiveness of the offload, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it's the accuracy at the breakdown, the timing of the passing, and the lack of physicality in France's defence that made those offloads so punishing.
9 tries to 1. 62-13. And a big scrum from the All Blacks. They're penalised.
In and across. Plus the second time you went early as well. After the set before the ball was in.
All sorts of records have been smashed here this evening. You'll never be able to erase what happened here in 2007. That was a stunning performance from France. But for those who were here and have come back 8 years later, they'll feel a lot better about life.
I think Woodcock at home will be, or if he's still out here, will be pretty happy about it. Laid the demon to rest. Surely McCaw and Carter will also be happy.
France have it eventually from the line-out. Bastareaud moves it on. He's Damien Chouli. Julian Savea with his 3-try performance is the man of the match. And he's actually now passed Jonah Lomu on the All Black try-scoring list. 38 tries he has now. Dusautois has not been able to inspire his team tonight, as he has on so many other occasions. Haven't really been able to get a lot going in the back line. A couple of nice runs from Fofana. There's Nyanga doing some good work.
Let it go, let it go!
They've played so much of the game inside their own half. Kaitathi.
You just see how individualistic it is. You know, this the New Zealand in contrast is just the structure. They know where the players are. They know the timing of the offloads. There's too many.
Well, here's a good break from Wesley Fofana for France. Puts the kick ahead. Carter going back, still got some gas in the tank to get back. Oh, he's gone down clutching at the knee, though.
I think it's just cramp. Put New Zealand fans at rest. I think it's just cramp. I don't think he's hurt himself. Sigh of relief for a lot of Kiwi fans. And Spedding just gets to him, but you know, for France, they've had chances, but the team structure and the combinations are just miles away. Whereas New Zealand's are just starting to peak.
Well, Leroux drops the ball at line-out time, more turnover possession. Nonu into space goes Martin Nonu, puts the hammer down. Martin Nonu, oh, unbelievable, he's dropped it. Did all the hard work, couldn't finish it off.
And he has the chance to laugh. He's gutted. Just a 6-man overlap. But who would begrudge him the opportunity to put his marker down on this World Cup and give it the gas and say, I've got the gas, but fair play on Dulin. And he's gutted.
Well, we mentioned before the effort of Picamole. Dulin has saved a couple of tries in the second half. Otherwise, it could have been a whole lot worse. Nonu denied, but the All Blacks are into the semi-finals. They will play South Africa next week. What a clash that will be.
Yeah, the New Zealand bench there in anguish. You could just tell, my goodness me, he's going to cop some stick this week in the team meetings. Why didn't you pass all 7 players the ball? But you can laugh about it when you're 62 points to 13 up. And as you say, TJ, it's going to be a humdinger of a semi-final.
Well, France have been well and truly sent packing from the 2015 Rugby World Cup. Imperious performance from the All Blacks, who look to finish it off by shunting them off the ball at scrum time. France, this game can't end quick enough for them. The ball goes out. Stunning performance from the All Blacks. 62-13. And they stamp their mark on this World Cup in real style. questions about their form in the pool play, but they have erupted in this first of the knockout matches for them here. 9 tries, 17 points from Dan Carter, and a record defeat for France, 62-13.